Bloody John Deere's can't even get up the hill. T7 pulled the plough up there, pulled the pair harrow up there, TM pulled the chain harrows up there. I mean, yeah, I know he's got a 12-hour planter on, but it's the John Deere that's the problem, clearly. G'day everyone, welcome back. Sorry about the voice, I've got a really bad throat for some reason. That's alright. So now we're getting this ground all ready to sow into swedes. Today is Tuesday. I'm just pair harrowing the last paddock now. I'm hoping by Thursday or Friday, at the end of this video, we will have the swedes sown. So got fertilizer to put on, lime, there's a bit of the drilling DOP, the crop seal. Have to spin a little bit on one paddock, and we've got some super to go on one paddock as well, just to try and balance everything out. I'll go through some soil testing in a later video too. I'm going to wait till we've got a few more results back and we'll have a bit of a look at that, because we're good to get that information out there. So this is the pair harrow. It's just a whole lot of vertical rotors. There's 10 rotors driven with a PDO with 2 tines on each one, and they literally just go along and break up all the furrows. Try and consolidate everything quite nicely. We're going down reasonably deep here. You can see there's a bit of grass coming out the back. I was talking about that set of chain harrows that I've bought in the last couple of videos, and yeah, they haven't turned up yet, but hopefully tomorrow. Fingers crossed. They will just smash all the soil off the roots of that turf, and then it'll frizzle up and die. Still got those chain harrows coming hopefully tomorrow, and I will run them over this. Bits like that bit there. Just try and knock the soil off those roots, and that should in theory kill the plant. I'm not worried about a wee bit of grass coming back up through, but anything we can prevent, we may as well. But no, it's almost too dry now. It's yeah, I'm going down about 4 inches with the pair harrow, 4 and a bit, and I'd expect that normally to get some moisture, but she's pretty dry on top after a pair harrowed it, which is not what we expect to see normally. That said, makes it a lot nicer to make a seed bed out of. So there's rain coming tomorrow. Not feeling that great, so I'm just going to do a couple of hours in here tonight. It's 7:30 now, so I'll be home for 10, and yeah, see what the weather brings tomorrow. Although it's supposed to be raining now and it hasn't started yet. It was supposed to rain yesterday, it never rained yesterday, and tomorrow is not supposed to be, well yeah, it rains tonight, not tomorrow, sorry, so tomorrow is supposed to be reasonably good. But yeah, weather forecasters, I know it's hard forecasting weather in spring, and they show how hard it really is. So that's the harrows. They are 10 feet wide, 8 feet long. Folded over the back here a wee bit. They do that when you go down a steep hill. There we go. So what we're trying to do here is deal with this stuff. So this is where my headland was. Over there we're ploughing that way, and here we're ploughing back in this way on top of it. So this is all right here. This is how the harrows go over it. But just where we meet in the middle, you get this turfy stuff, and before you do anything it looks like this. What happens here, so all this stuff's buried and you might think it's going to die, it's good, but that bit around the edges, it's in the soil, it's pushed down in there from the pair harrow. Here's this bit here, see that? Yeah, that grass is going to grow up around the edge. It's got access to moisture there. This bit, chain harrows come over the top, they flick it up and they leave it all sitting on top. It's all sitting up on top here now. Get a couple of stinking hot days and it'll just sap all the moisture out of that and it dies. You see this stuff here, when the roots start becoming exposed like that, hasn't got a chance. Look at that, there's hardly any soil left in there. That's just a mat of turf, and that's exactly what we want. Our TM's doing it easy. We're going to get another set next year and we're going to go out to 6 metres because yeah, she'll do it easy enough. But that's the harrows. Thanks very much to Keith at Agri Centre for getting them for me at short notice. And just because everyone loves to see a jeweled up TM, damn, I love this thing. Yuck! What is that? Ugh. It's attached to this thing though. This is pretty cool. Oh, well, check this out, guys. We've got one planter going over there, and we've got one going up there. She's all coming to an end of cultivation season for 2020. Awesome. It's been a bloody long time coming, and I didn't think it was going to happen there for a while. Thought it was just going to drag on forever, but we got her done. So this will set us up really nicely for next winter. Still got one more paddock Spencer's going to do for Johnny, but that's all good. Yeah, brilliant. Great field. Might be a bit more than 20 degrees coming down there. The noise coming out of this thing is just unreal. Our TM there's going to sound like that if she behaves for another wee while. Awesome. a hiccup with Ferret, my fault, in the second planter, so he's just got going today. A few days of rain, we had some modifications, but just the ferret that I put in got real sticky and real, it was prilled but it turned to powder, so bridged under his auger, and now she's all good. Now it's done so it can handle people putting stupid crappy fertilizer in, but that's alright. Yeah, so exciting times. He's got one paddock done, this is his last one. He's got 2 other paddocks done, this is the last one. I'll roll it behind him, we'll be all done. You want to be able to hear that bloody thing. Shit, it's unreal. Not a John Deere man, but that does sound good. Come down here the other day, his trans had a bit of a hiccup, and he goes, "Oh, it is a bit steep. It's quite steep there, isn't it?" Yeah, it's quite steep, but it's within the regulations. It's not beyond 20 degrees for 20 metres, I promise. Hydraulic downforce in the drill there doing its job. Well, that one can't cook on the ground, but you notice his boxes don't jump and rattle like the spring ones do. They move around, but they've got constant pressure on the ground, and this stops that bouncing, which stops the seeds falling off inside, which is quite cool. There goes my 3 rollers all tied together. I can't believe they're holding together. I mean, look at that drawbar, would you? That sleeve I made is as sloppy, but I've done 2 years now, holding together. Let's see how this goes. Good as go. 2 back rollers are trying to push the front roll the same way, but that's alright, they didn't succeed. Is Big Johnny going to make it this time? She didn't make it up there last time. I think we might get there this time, won't be okay. The wheel slip happening. Oh no, we're going to get there. What a bloody mess that is. Look at that. New Holland wouldn't have done that. I don't know. You can see here we've got some Swedes coming up. Nicely spaced on there. So these are the 20-inch rows, 500mm, coming up quite nicely. See here, this one missing there, the other one's right there behind that bit of turf. Come along. The spacings here are pretty good, I've got to admit. You see this wee fella coming through there? We do seem to have a bit of trouble with this planter. This is the 20-inch rows. Bit of a disclaimer, it's always yielded the highest. We won't talk about last year because I did the weighing and it was a complete balls up, but it does tend to have the highest yield out of the 2. Bigger bulbs that get better utilisation, but it creates some issues with herbicide application. So we want to put on a versatile over these paddocks to take care of any Californian thistles, because it's the only spray that works. You can't put it on grass because it nukes your clover for 8 months, and yeah, so we need really even germination time, because you've got about a 2-week window to use that. If they're not at true full leaf stage, it'll kill them, and if there's much of a bulb there, it does some pretty serious damage, which is why part of the reason we're going to this 15-inch one as well, because it's got this hydraulic downforce, and they haven't been in the ground for very long yet. There's a few here from a blow that he did the night before the 20-inch was sown, which I'll have a wee look at, and we'll just see if there's a bit more even germination there. But yeah, that is one of the big things. You do notice with the spring downforce you get varying rates of seed depth, which is a bit of a concern. So we'll have a look here. So we can see here they're more uniform in size. You guys can see that one. Okay, there it goes. There's a seed in there that hasn't been covered properly because of my poor cultivation, but that's right. There, there, another seed out of the ground that's been stood on there. They're a lot more uniform in size, and yeah, I think it's giving us a better option for herbicide application. There's other issues there as well. We're doing 50-50 for quite a while, at least 5 years, possibly 10. We'll see. There's not much in it. The 15-inch rows are definitely more expensive. There's obviously more seed, and he does, just because he's got the same number of rows covering less area, he's got to charge a wee bit more. Hydraulic downforce obviously is a big cost. There's not much in it. I can't tell you exactly what it is until we get the bills, but might be $10 a hit there, $15. It's bugger all, but there is an extra cost there. But there are advantages. You get the canopy closure quicker, so choke that grass out. A few other weeds, the soil doesn't get the sun on it. But yeah, like I say, the 20-inch have historically yielded better, and you get slightly better utilisation too, I think. So it's just going to be interesting to follow through and see which one we decide is better. I've got no preference at this stage. I'm bloody happy with both of them, so we'll just see how it goes. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed that. I know it's a bit of a long one, but yeah, there's a lot to squeeze in there, so we'll see you next time.